Hey people, welcome to Searching in Fearless Tarot. The signs we're going to be doing today are Gemini, Sag, and Taurus, or Sagittarius and Taurus, whatever. The astrological energy I got was Mercury in Aquarius. So to me, that speaks about doing things differently. The way that you think or analyze things is different. You're changing. Your thought processes are changing. Some of you could be changing your diet. Others of you could be changing your belief system, changing the way that you believe something. Maybe instead of going to church, you're meditating and praying. There's a lot of shit you could be changing, but I feel like it also has something to do with the awakening. This is a heavy spiritual awakening energy, so I'm going to state that right there from the get-go. Let's get into prayer. Father God, Holy Spirit, thank you so much for another day not promised. Thank you for all the love, guidance, and wisdom you share with us. We are nothing without it or you. Please only help me connect to energies that have the highest intention for all involved. Okay, so yeah, I'm feeling like heavy spiritual awakening energy. Also with the Aquarius, I don't know why, but I moved to feel like you feel alone or you feel misunderstood. It's weird because it's like an energy of this is what I've always been searching for my whole life. This kind of resonance within me, this kind of truth that I've sought, you know. But at the same time, it's the same thing that individuates you and makes you feel secluded. So you're kind of, I feel like a lot of you are mulling over thoughts of that, mulling over thoughts of like, how am I going to integrate this new part of myself? Maybe some of you are a little bit nostalgic, wishing that like ignorance is bliss, you know? Feeling like maybe you could almost turn back time and not learn some of the things that you learned. But you learned them, and you learned them for a reason. So let's get into the messages. Beautiful. Okay, so I'm getting the Queen of Wands. Look at this. Look at this shit. And mind you, don't be turned off the second you see a queen, okay? Really, honestly, queen energy is just not minding your own fucking business and being creative, you know, finding your own way in the world. With the Magician reversed and the Five of Swords reversed, I feel like a lot of you are trying to get over feelings of like you're not enough or you're not good enough. It's a very heart-centered reading, so I feel like a lot of you guys are getting back to your heart, getting back to your heart space, getting back to your truth. Please clarify the Magician reversed, Spirit. Please clarify the Magician reversed. Oh shit, okay. A lot of you held this image of like being very caring or being a light worker or giving until you couldn't give anymore. But you were always exhausted. You were always exhausted. You were always, you didn't know why you were always exhausted. It was almost like an image that you upheld. It was like, I'm caring, but at the same time, you could be coming to the harsh reality that by caring about other people for so long and not caring about yourself, you lost yourself along the way. Please clarify the Five of Swords, Spirit. And now you're getting frustrated with yourself. Maybe this feels like it was previously. This feels like the energy that like broke through and what brought you to this caring, passionate, sexy person, you know? I feel like this is the energy that you're getting out of. Maybe this is the feeling that you've had your entire life. Maybe you've hid behind other people. And I don't mean that you purposely hid behind other people. Maybe you were doing very noble causes and helping other people in their lives and helping them to move forward into their goals and dreams. But at the same time, you weren't seeing much progress because it wasn't yourself that you were helping. It was those other people. And sometimes maybe you're learning that holding other people's hands isn't what's going to get the job done. And that there needs to be some type of discernment or boundaries there with other people because they do deplete your energy. What feels right in your energy? What feels right to give to? Maybe you're having to really step back and observe that in this time about yourself. Where am I putting my energy? Where am I exuding it? Am I exuding it towards myself at all? Am I finding any happiness with what I'm giving attention and time to? Sorry guys, my hands are fucking tiny as shit, and this is a big ass deck. Okay, so this feeling of stagnancy with the star reversed, this feeling of like you're not healing, or this is actually a positive thing for you. With the Wheel of Fortune here, like this is actually talking about being in this stagnant energy is what it's almost like they're showing me a volcano. It was like a pressure that had to come up for years and years and years. A lot of you, this energy, this Wheel of Fortune energy, this positivity, this clarity, this Ace of Swords isn't coming through to you until after your Saturn return. Or some of you, this didn't come in for you until after your Saturn return, because maybe you weren't ready for the energy of what your soul truly was. Maybe you always had an echo of it or a fragment of it when you were smaller, you know, knowing that you had a bigger purpose, knowing that you wanted to help other people. And by helping those other people in that time before you were 30, gave you enough experience to be that hierophant, to be that person that gives the advice, to be that person that's there for others. But you're also having to learn how to discern boundaries, because not everybody is supposed to come along with you. And you're not supposed to hold everyone's hand until they get to the finish line. Some of you were like, it's kind of weird, but Spirit's showing me a marathon, like someone running a marathon, and you were helping all these people in the marathon. It was like you were running with them, and then they were taking these victories, and you were kind of left behind like, that's great, and that feels really great, but where's my victory? Where's that, you know? Feeling like kind of Neptunian in that energy before you turn 30. But it's those experiences, it's those same heartbreaks, it's those same people that maybe you helped along the way that disappointed you or didn't meet that expectation, that's going to bring you to the experience to help others and to tell your story. Because this is what Mercury in Aquarius is telling me. This is a hard earned experience. Almost has like a Saturn feel to it too. What other messages do we have, Spirit, for my Sagittarius, Gemini, Taurus collective? Yes, I love this. God, you guys are doing so good. I know some of you might not feel like you're doing good, but you are. You are. Okay, I'm seeing strength here. Okay, and strength isn't about taming. Strength isn't about overpowering the lion. Okay, just like strength in life isn't about just being good, just being honest and jovial and happy all the time. We have to incorporate our shadow to understand, and I think that that's where strength comes in, is like you're not controlling the lion, you're taming the lion, you're with the lion. It's your love and your kindness that has brought this taming energy and this strength within you. You're learning how to tame that passion, how to discern that passion and use it for your highest good, not everyone else's highest good, your highest good. Six of Swords, you're moving towards a painful but necessary journey forward. This is possibly for a lot of you, I feel like the journey that you're moving forward into is breaking family lineages. So if you feel like you're kind of separating from your family, or if your family really doesn't understand what the fuck you're talking about at this time, you're learning how to explain it to them. You're hoping that the relationship evolves to a point, but you're also learning how to keep those boundaries while they grow in a different direction. And that's okay. And it doesn't mean that the relationship is doomed forever. It just means that you're walking separate paths at this time. You're learning that it's okay to love from a distance. You're learning that you don't need to be needed in order to be loved, which is beautiful. Let's get this Six of Swords. I want clarification. You're literally becoming whole. And I know it doesn't feel like it right now, and I know you feel like you're scared, and some of you, not all of you, but I know some of you feel like you're scared and like you're never going to see the light of day again. But really, honestly, it's weird. Let's get some clarity on this. You're cutting out any bullshit that no longer serves you. You're cutting out people that want to disagree with you, that want to argue with you, that want to fight with you all the time. You're cutting out people that don't serve your higher purpose. And it's painful because maybe some of you have echoes of insecurity or echoes of codependence where you really felt like loving this person unconditionally through all the bullshit was going to help the relationship evolve, or you were going to see change. But it took this amount of time with this person to understand that some people have to make their own lives, and that we have to be careful of our own expectations when we help people. We have to look at where we're giving. Why are we giving to that person? Why do we feel like it's necessary to give all of our energy to make this person succeed? Is it because we're too scared to see ourselves succeed? That's the question, and those are the feelings that you're processing right now. And those questions they're not easy answers. They're not meant to be one-word answers of yes or no, right? They're meant to be questions that are processed over time. And that's why they say time is the greatest healer, because we can only understand something with better hindsight. Sometimes we have to move through really painful, painful, necessary things, like cutting people we love out. It doesn't mean that they're gone forever, and it doesn't mean that you can't love them from a distance. This is a deep ass reading today, guys. Okay. Okay, so I'm seeing the Nine of Swords, the Knight of Swords reversed, and Judgment reversed. Please clarify the Nine of Swords. Please clarify the Nine of Swords, Spirit. I feel like a lot of you were on the precipice of overcoming, waiting for other people to change. I think a lot of you are no longer waiting for people, no longer waiting for them to change, no longer accepting what isn't best for you. And that's really painful, because maybe for years you have acted completely out of that zone. Maybe for years you've always been the one that people could rely on and call and love you, but it's like, for some of you, the decisions that you make, you're finding consequences to them. So maybe old behaviors that you had in the past, like say you had a relationship with your mom, right? And it was a very close relationship with your mom, and anything she needed, you were always there for her. The second she'd call, you would drop everything, right? But maybe she doesn't return that for you. Maybe she doesn't watch your children. Maybe she struggles to keep in touch with you, or actually just call you because she loves you and wants to talk to you. And finally, you're cutting that off. And I think that that's bringing a lot of inner judgment to other people, which is creating a further divide, which is really stressing you the fuck out. But I feel like it's only temporary. Some of you, it feels like you're juggling things and you cannot find home. Like, maybe you have homes and you have families and all of that, but it's like there's this undeniable feeling that your soul is calling you to constantly, and it's like this annoying little ringing pitch in your ear that just is constantly reminding you how unhappy you are every day. Or maybe this is what you're coming from. But the thing is that the reason why this is further dividing someone is because they need to go into that same darkness that you went into, that you so boldly and bravely went through. I know that maybe in that darkness you experience things that you wouldn't wish upon your worst enemy. But those things are necessary. We have to, all of us have to incorporate them, and you cannot help them see that. They have to see that themselves. It's like saying, trying to tell somebody that they're beautiful all the time. You can say that over and over again if it makes you feel better, but at the same time, they're not going to feel that or resonate with that until they understand who they are. And maybe by giving them distance, that's the best gift that you could possibly give them. And that's how you're teaching. You will release this fear, okay? I know this fear feels like something that you're never going to release and it's always going to be bullshit and cockamamie crap, but it's not. It's not. You will rise above this. The reason why it doesn't, you feel like you're drowning in it is because you've never experienced it. But I promise you, there are feelings I've had, especially when I was in early sobriety. I thought I was always going to feel that way. I thought I was always going to crave alcohol, and then I was always going to, mind you, I have an allergic reaction to it, so I will. But I felt mentally like I was always going to be stuck in that prison. I was never going to find a way out, right? And these are feelings that I had for 15, 20 years, things that don't go away easily. And I think that you're fearful that you're going to be stuck in that. You're going to be stuck in some kind of intermittent emotion, or always feeling like you're never seen or loved for who you are. And you will. You're getting there. But it takes time and patience and effort. And if it was easy, everybody would do it. But the thing is that it's not easy. And your soul is calling you to do this because you were built for this. Okay. Let's do a few more and then I'm outie. I like this. I did a video earlier and then my phone wasn't working on it, so I switched. And I'm liking this reading a lot better, actually. So yes. Don't block yourself from your creativity. Don't block yourself from your own sunshine. I'm seeing the sun. I like to show the cards. The sun, the Nine of Wands, and the Empress reversed. I'm going to clarify the Empress reversed. Don't let don't let the past define you. Just don't let the past define you. That's what you're learning. I can tell you that and you're probably like, I already fucking know. But I'm just confirming that that's what you're learning. You're learning that the past is the past and that you can learn from those things and that those things don't make you a failure and that you deserve your dreams. You deserve to be who the fuck you are without apology and without feeling like you have to constantly be someone else or help someone else in order to earn the right to be that person. You don't have to earn the right for shit. You just be who you are. Be honest and truthful in who you are. And I promise you, things will grow and expand from there. And you're already seeing that. I'm just confirming it for you. I love you guys. This is beautiful energy. Okay. Let's get some advice. What does Gemini, Taurus, Sagittarius need to know at this time? What does Gemini, Taurus, Sagittarius need to know at this time? Gemini, Taurus, Sagittarius. Gemini, time for a nap. Number 24. Taurus, this is the time to step away, or Gemini, I'm sorry. Jesus. Sorry, guys, sorry. Gemini, this is a time to step away and rest. Let the cares of your world go. Go into a state of non-action and allow yourself to be free from the shackles of your goals, your lists, and your desires. Nothing is as important as rest, detachment, and neutrality. The overly busy mind can block you from inner wisdom if you don't step back, take a seat, and rest. Be willing to let dreams surface and ideas flow through you, absent any force or conscious direction, as you observe without engagement now. Taurus, 28 building blocks. You guys are master fucking builders, so this doesn't surprise me that you got this card. 27. Okay, Taurus, you have everything you need to cultivate an extraordinary life. This is a time when your focus needs to be on the foundations you build upon. Your work, your relationships, and your very being are underwritten by your values, ethics, morals, and core beliefs. Are they still true for you? Will they stand the test of time and serve as the solid grounding upon which you construct your life? Now you are making changes that will affect everything in a positive way. Your destiny is truly a remarkable and beautiful design. And Saggy, 16 reversed. All the glitters. Okay, Sagittarius, this is a signal to walk away from this is a signal to walk away from what you're contemplating. There is a thin veneer of glitter and sparkle that masks something rotten underneath. Pursuing it will only bring about a difficult situation you will be sorry you got yourself into. Stay away. Isn't it wonderful how spirit protects you? Better things await. Alrighty, my loves. Until next time, I hope you enjoy the reading. Thanks for all the likes, shares, subscribes, and I will see you later. Bye.